Hello everyone, welcome to Create with Joey. Today we're going to do the More Than Autumn card class. This is a new bundle in the Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. It's the September through December catalog, and it has so many fun holiday things in it as well as fall. Today we're going to take a look at one of my very favorite bundles called More Than Autumn. So I'm anxious to share with you. I have two fun folds, a cocoa holder, and a gift card holder. So I am excited to share those with you today. I need to just get my iPad going here in front of me so I can see what you're seeing. I have it situated so that I can see what you're seeing so I don't miss anything, and make sure that I'm in the picture. And then I also have my laptop here, and that's where I see your comments, so I have to get all of the electronics going. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. You're watching a recording of a Facebook Live, but I'm really happy that you're watching, and I hope if you enjoy it, you'll subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on Facebook for the first time, then just make sure that you subscribe, not subscribe on Facebook, like my page and follow my page, and then you'll see everything that I post. So I think I've got everything going here. Oh, I can see Diane's here, so at least we're getting started with people finding us today. So hello Diane, welcome. I'm happy you're here. And I'm going to just go ahead and get started. So I'm going to flip the camera down. I've been having trouble with my phone stand, not holding my phone steady. So I had to tighten it up a whole lot. So I'm going to have to get close to it to untighten it. So sorry I'm getting so close, but let's see if we can get this turned down. There we go. Hopefully that's about right. We'll see if it is. Pretty close. It looks pretty. Oh, I forgot to turn myself upside down. So you're upside down. So hang on. I have to click a tool here, and then I'll go right side down, but you'll be right side up. So that's the main thing. So let's try that again. Get situated. These are the cards we're making today. Well, they're all cards. They're all in kind of cards, but they're extra special. So you can get the supplies to make all these cards this week if you use this host code, and I'll send you everything that you see here, all the supplies. You won't get the stamped images because Stampin' Up! Doesn't let us send those to you. Hi, Sue. But everything else you'll get. So you do need the bundle, the More Than Autumn bundle for these. Let me grab it. So this is the stamp set. Look how many sentiments they are. These are kind of like builder sentiments. So you need to combine love you more than pumpkin, or grateful it's finally autumn. And then there's also some, and then you have all the seasons down here. You have pumpkins, you have apples, you've got marshmallows, you've got gingerbread, you've got candy cane. And then there are some word sentiments. Of course, these are going to be backwards for you, but there's apple, there's pumpkin, there's cocoa, there's hot, there's seasoned, there's nothing's better than, and then some tiny little ones, one's latte and one's coffee. So, and then some, a leaf die, and what else have we got? There's something else in here. Anyway, a heart, yes. So there's all kinds of shapes, dies for you. I love this bundle. I love fall. If you don't know me yet, I really like fall. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jackie. So happy you're here. Anyway, grab it if you don't have your coffee or your tea, or, depending on what time you're watching, your wine or something else. Because these cards have a lot of details, so we're going to be here a while. But I hope you really like the projects and that it gives you some inspiration for some, if you have this stamp set and bundle, or if you have something of your own that you can substitute with. So I just hope you get some ideas. All right, let's go ahead We're gonna start with this one. Okay, so let me grab the parts for that. I watched a friend of mine do a video recently, and she and I have similar businesses, and she showed all the cards up front, and I thought maybe that would be helpful for people to see what they're gonna see, and hopefully it'll help them know ahead of time what video they're watching, if they're searching for a particular video of mine on YouTube, etc., etc. So this is just a card base. I have made so many of these for craft fairs over the years, literally hundreds of these cocoa holders. So this is just holding a Ghirardelli. You could use any kind of chocolate, hot chocolate. Sometimes for craft fairs, I put holes over here and I wrap the ribbon through with a candy cane in it. But for the sake of ease today, you could actually stick one of the mini candy canes, which is probably what I'll do if I make these for an upcoming craft fair. I'll stick it so it shows and put too many glue dots on it. But let's go ahead and get started with this. Now, there's a little trick with this one that I'm going to show you. We used to have, I still have mine, but we used to have a diagonal scoring mat to put on our score tools. If you have of our score tools, you know what I'm talking about. We don't sell that anymore, so I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to try and get in the camera or stay in the camera, hopefully. I'll send the PDF tutorials for these to those who put in an order this week, and I do have a diagram of this in the tutorial. So I'm going to put this fold, looks like you can see. So here are the inches and here are the centimeters. So I'm going to put that fold on the you're going to think 2 and 2 centimeters, and then I'm going to circle this corner around here, this corner, to go to 2 inches. So this corner is on 2 inches. This fold line is on 2 centimeters. Can you see what's happening here? Okay, it doesn't have to be exact, but if you want yours to look like mine, then it has to be like that, and then you're going to score. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Okay, so that's how you're going to get that score line. So just remember, if you're just seeing the video, that you want to go from 2 centimeters and the score from the score line, it shows 2 centimeters, and then your corner is going to be at 2 inches. So 2 and 2 makes it super easy. Now we're just going to fold this back, and I did make this cocoa holder with the thought that this might be what I would use for one of my projects for my craft fairs. So I am going to use some products from, actually just some dies from another suite called the Reindeer Fun. It's called Reindeer Fun Dies, and I'll show you what that is. There's a big holly in that set of dies. It is so cute. So that's how I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to also, actually, shouldn't have put the glue away. We're going to glue this down in the on the very outside of this. Very outside, because as you can see on my Ghirardelli holder, am I on the screen? My Ghirardelli chocolate is kind of fat. Now I have Nestle's upstairs, and I didn't take the time to go upstairs and bring one down. I think they're just a little bit thinner, but I'm gonna just go ahead and glue this shut, and we'll work on some other things on this card. And then I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna just grab a big block, hang on. We're gonna hold this down. Please don't look at my messy blocks. I need to have it, you know, the Goo Gone cleaner to clean all the adhesive off. Anyway, you know, that's life. It hasn't been a priority, so I haven't done it. So let's go ahead and do our cocoa. So we need a piece of crumb cake. You'll have that in your kit if you get this kit. We also need some white, a scrap of white. You'll need a label. I'll have this done and in your packet for you. We need some DSP, and then let's just go ahead and start with that for a minute until we get a little bit further. Let's do our stamping. Actually, let's put this away for now. we'll do our stamping. So what we need for this cute little project is the cup. We're gonna stamp that on the crumb cake. Let me find my tuxedo black. Oops, I want to keep that there. Let me kind of move that more out of the way up here. And then we have a little more room to stamp. So when I do craft fairs, I do a lot of, what I sell for craft fairs is a lot of treat holders. So both Halloween and Christmas, I take my cards, and sometimes the cards sell really well, and sometimes they don't actually sell at all, which is kind of weird. I don't really get how that happens, but it just seems to happen in spurts like that. And I'm looking for my cleaning pad that I'm not seeing, and I think what happened is we took it over to the, let me double check. Oh, here it is, buried under the reindeer dies. I sell them for, they're in, whoops, what's, that's not it. What the heck? Okay, I have to get one, so sorry. I have to go over to my drawer. Talk amongst yourselves, make a new friend. I'll be right back. My helper was here yesterday. We were getting out the craft-along kits for the reindeer fun for next week. So excited about that. If you ordered that kit, that pre-ordered the craft along kit, that is on its way to you, and you'll have it in time to craft along with me next week, or you can always watch the video and do it whenever it works in your schedule. Let's go ahead and stamp the whipped cream, and then what else do I need? I think that's all I need actually for this. So I usually for my Facebook Live, I only show what's in one bundle other than labels and tags and things like that, because most of us have some kinds of labels or tags. Oh, let's go ahead and stamp the greeting on this. You had me at hot cocoa. You had me at, and now I need to look for hot cocoa. So I'm using some of these stamps interchangeably, so I might have to hunt them down. Love you more than, is this hot cocoa? And then, do you ever have trouble reading your stamps upside down? I mean, your clear stamps? Anyway, never mind. I found it. So we're going to do, have me at hot cocoa. Anyway, back to the craft fair. So I sell a lot of treat holders with the treats in them, so it's a complete gift. People can pick up as many of those, and often I do sell multiples of whatever. Whoever's purchasing often buys multiples, so for all their friends at work, or I'm going to stamp this a little bit to the right on this tag. Now on my sample I used the garden green greeting. But today I'm using Poppy Parade. After I took the photos, I thought, I don't know, that might look better with a Poppy Parade tag. We'll see what we like better when we get it all together. But so back to my craft fair projects. I know I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, to also tell you what my purpose was in the way I designed this. Let's go ahead and get out the die cutting machine. I think this is all we have to die cut. Oh, Diane, yes, your kit for next week's on its way. I'm so excited about these kits. They're so cute. Okay, let's grab, I got to get this out of the way. So I'll have it here waiting for us to get back to it. But as I said, my helper was here yesterday, and we got all those reindeer fun kits ready, and I feel always so good to get that crossed off my list and in the mail. And I also get excited that some of my people are getting these fun kits, and we're gonna stamp together, or they can stamp whenever they want to, and then they have everything there They've got extra DSP, they've got extra ribbon or twine, they've got extra gems. So, and they've got everything extra to make multiples of what I'm sending them. So let's see, here's a cup. And the Christmas craft alongs with the Reindeer Fun is the first one of 4. Everyone is getting 2 of every project. So I cut 2 cards of every design, and I told people there was going to be, oh, this isn't right, hang on, we got to fix this, that they were getting 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs, but I kept going, and so they're getting 4 cards, 2 of each, so they're getting actually 8 cards for the Christmas craft along stamp a stack next week. I probably should tape these down. I'm not going to. I'm going to live a little bit dangerously. I'm going to just try and set that. I'm holding my plates. I'm holding everything together till it catches. And hopefully that means we won't have the dies move. Oh, Teddy, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Teddy, my puppy, was right in back of me. I didn't see him, and when I moved the die cutting machine, I stepped on his foot. Oh, doggone it. He's usually under my desk, and right then he was behind me, so doggone it. You okay, bud? Okay, I'm sorry. Our cute little teddy boy. He just got groomed yesterday. He's about a 9-month-old now, multi-poo puppy. And we love him a lot. He's very busy. He loves big chew bones, so the vet gave him a really big honking chew bone, this big. And I thought, he's just a little puppy, and you know, it was his favorite thing. So since then, we've gotten multiples. So, all right, let's get everything else out here. I did the thing I was telling you about with my my decisions on this is that usually, as I said, I only show one bundle from the whatever I'm working on, the class to go, so that you always, if you only have to buy one bundle to make those cards, whatever I'm showing or project. But I did pull in this little holly from the reindeer dies. These are the reindeer dies. If you have the Reindeer Fun bundle, you have these dies. If you don't have it, today would be a good day to buy it, because today, my friends, is what? Free shipping. Free shipping on orders of $75 or more today. And if you use this host code, you're going to get this class I'm showing you today. So that is awesome. All right, I think we've got everything that we can do now before we actually start working on our, this should be fairly dry. I'm not going to put hot chocolate in this quite yet, because I just want to make sure. So I'm going to take my DSP. This is cut 2 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And anyway, I know I'm going back and forth. So for craft fairs, I'm really not, I want for sure to get back my investment, whatever I paid for the booth. But I'm much more about meeting people in the community that might be interested in crafting if they know that I am here. So that's actually what I'm about. Let's go ahead, and I think I'll wait to put this on. Let's put this together first like this. So let's grab our hot cocoa. So back to my designing for this. I want projects that catch people's eye. So I feel like, you know, bows and glitter paper and big images that aren't really super tiny. Let me get this up here a bit. Oh, I can see my nail polish that's coming off on my tag. I didn't have time to put the top coat on it, so I'm gonna just put this down here. Oh well, that's okay. I don't think anybody probably really noticed, but so That's part of the reason for the holly on this project, because the holly's not with this bundle. But you could substitute with something that you already have. But if you want it to be kind of flashy and showy, or if you are a person that does craft fairs, you know, if you get some glitter paper and then just do some cutting out. I'm going to kind of sneak this in here kind of over the cup, but I don't want it to cover up my greeting. So, you know, that greeting with the Tom Cruise movie, I can't remember what it was, where where I think he said, "You had me at hello." If you know that movie, chime in. Okay, I'm gonna stick this kind of right there, I think, like so. And then let's go ahead and put, oh, I need to stamp some sprinkles on my little whipped cream. We're gonna put some Poppy Parade sprinkles on it. This could be cinnamon sprinkles on a hot cocoa drink. Okay, let's get that out of the way. All right, I'm kind of getting a pile of stuff over here, so I'm going to take just a minute to kind of move all these stamps back over, because I'll be reusing them. So to make sure they're all clean, and then we can finish our hot cocoa. Put this over here. All right, good. We're doing good. Let's go ahead and pop this on this. And the other thing I want to tell you about this is it's taking me longer today to make this, but because I'm trying to show you and teach you, but this would be fairly quick if you just mass produce them. I'm gonna put my hot cocoa there, and then we're just gonna go ahead, and you can see it didn't even really take me very long, even though I'm explaining and teaching along the way. But now I'm just gonna find where there aren't any mini dimensionals, so I don't stack them one on top of each other. I think you could mail this. It might be a little bit bulky. You'd probably have to put an extra ounce stamp on it, and I'd probably do that if I was sending this to my great nieces or nephews. Okay, I don't want any sticky up here, and I kind of want this about like so. I want that hole to be on the cardstock, not on the front part of the cardstock like this. So, because I'm going to put a mini glue dot there, so I don't want my, I'm reaching for my ribbon. I don't want my, where is my ribbon? Good gracious. I had it out. I probably put that one away instead of the one I want to hang on. Sorry, I was prepared. What happened was oh, here I've got an extra scrap. All right, actually I've got a bow already, so we'll just use this bow. I had everything ready for this, and then we needed to switch gears and prepare my reindeer funk class, and then everything gets moved around. So, but it's okay. So what I'm saying is I feel like I'm ready, and then I realized that I had to undo what I already did. But I'm pretty ready. I only have a few things. Now these peppermint discs, they sold out right away, but they are coming back. I want to say the 23rd. I don't hold me to that, but they are coming back. So if you missed these, you might check today. Sometimes, especially since it's free shipping, sometimes things come in early. So there's our adorable little hot cocoa holder. And then I didn't bring any extra packets of these down, but so this would just fit in here. And the reason that you put that, the glue way down at the bottom, see, that's kind of pulling open, so it's not fully dry yet. So just make sure before you put your cocoa in. See, I've had it in this one, and I made it exactly the same way, and this one's solid at the bottom, and that's because I let it dry longer. Okay, there's our first project. So How many of you make little treats at the holidays, either Halloween or Christmas or even Thanksgiving, for people that might be coming to you, or you maybe do them for a craft fair? Oh, Julie says the peppermints were in today. Yay! Excellent. Oh, thanks, Jackie. So you have this bundle picked out to work with next. I appreciate it. Oh, good. I'm glad it's helpful. Alrighty, there's our card number 1. Let's keep going on to card number 2. This one is extra special. Well, they're all special because I really like them, but this was so much fun to make these projects with this. We'll bring that back later. I'll set it up here and then we'll get back to it. I needed a birthday card for my niece, Nicole. And her birthday is the 23rd. So I wanted to send her a gift card. She's a young mom of young children, and her life is very, very busy. She likes Starbucks specialty drinks. There's one she gets, I can't actually remember which one she got the last time I was there, but oh my gosh, do I not have this? Yes, I do. Okay, so this card base, sorry, rabbit trail. This card base is 5.5 by 11. And then I'm gonna score it with you. I thought I already had it scored, but I have the directions here. So we're gonna score at 4. So here's 4. I'm lining up to 4 at the top of my trimmer. Then I'm gonna take my scoring tool. This doesn't feel like it's in the track. Let me check it, yeah. Okay, so there's 4. I'm gonna press extra hard on this. And then 5.5. And then 6 3/4. And then we have a norm on our trimmer, so if you have to go past 6.5, you can. So I'm going to, whoops, yeah, 6 3/4. There we go. All right, so there we have our card base. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to, so this is gonna come up in the middle like this, and then these guys are gonna go like this. No, this is not right. Doggone it. Ah! Somehow I messed this up. This one is wrong. Let me see. That should be, this one's right. So it's 4 1/4. This should be 4 1/4 from the edge, and it's at 4. Okay, so that's what I did wrong. It should be 4 1/4. Okay, we're gonna, let me change my measurements on here. 4 1/4. All right, sorry, we gotta redo that. Okay, let's go to early espresso. This is why I usually score everything before I get on Facebook Live, but you're seeing it like it is. Let's go. So we want 11, and then we're going to cut this at 5.5. And then let's try this again. Let's go. So don't do as I did. Let's go to 4 1/4. And then 5.5. And then, and if you put in a $40 order, $45 order, and today it needs to be 45 because I have a lot of product going out with these. So in order to actually come out okay, I just have to have your order be 45, and then 6 3/4. That should be right. Let's see what we've got. Got this, and now we're perfect. Okay, cool. So remember that measurement, 5.5 by 11, and then we go at 4 1/4, 5.5, and 6 3/4, and that gives us our perfect layers here. This is gonna fold like this. So can you see it from the top? All right, so I'll show you how this is gonna work. Let's go ahead and score this down really well. we'll do all these squares really well. Burnish your full burnish. That's what that means when you push your creases in really good with your bone folder. It's called burnishing. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the smallest of these Nested Essentials dies. We're gonna take the smallest one, okay? And then, actually, let's tape this together first. So we're gonna tape this closed. Let's do that first. For this, I am gonna use tear and tape. I'm gonna put a little bit, just a little bit right up here, and then another tiny one here. And then we're going to, yeah, so we're going to also glue this shut, and I'm putting my tear and tape, this is important, I'm putting it next to the outside fold line. I'll show you why it's important once we get this figured out. So let me grab my, sometimes to lift up your tear and tape, if you just smash it down a little bit more with one of your tools, either your scissors or something else, you can get it up easier. So I usually just kind of press it down right before I'm trying to pull up on the backing, just here. Anyway, my niece Nicole, back to her, she lives in Colorado. I grew up in Colorado. My family is still there. Okay, so this is what we have. All right, let's get out the machine, and we're going, I'll show you how we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this line and we're gonna line this up half and half like this, centering it, okay? So hopefully you can see that. Looks like I'm pretty close to the camera. I'll push this up so I'm sure you can see it. See? So I'm going to put the fold line right in the center of my folded, the fold. And this is a perfect size for a gift card. So if you have these dies, this is a great way to use them. And we are getting into the season of gift card holders. Yes? Yes. Okay. I'm going to go back and forth on this since I'm going through 2 layers of cardstock. And then we have our opening for a gift card. It comes out like that. Throw this away. And then I've already sent my nieces. It went out today with the reindeer fun packages. All right, we're gonna do the inside first today. And then, so I need to grab some donuts. Did I mount the donut stamp? Yes, I did. Okay, that's good. Let me grab, for the sake of time today, we're just gonna do 1 donut. In my nieces, I did 2, but we're just gonna do 1. And then for her card, I did use a greeting, not in this bundle, because this didn't have a birthday greeting. So I did grab the greeting from the Happiest Day stamp set, wishing you the happiest birthday. So that's because, you know, it's a birthday card and it's specific for my niece. So I had to kind of cater it to what I'm doing for her. But if you don't need a birthday greeting, you can use any of the wonderful greetings, and there's so many in the stamp set itself. But I'm sure if you are a stamper who's even stamped for a very short time, you have a birthday greeting that you can use on the inside. Then I'm just gonna quickly, she likes chocolate, so I'm just gonna grab a dark marker, and we're gonna do chocolate. And I'm gonna do this really fast coloring. This is, so when you look for blend markers and you want dark browns, for either something like this or even for skin tones, you're going to look online for, how do they call it? I think they call it medium skin tones or dark skin tones. So look for that when you're online, okay? So I'll color in the rest of that little donut later because we have a lot to do for this card. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the inside like so. Okay, then we'll do the front of our card. So on the front of our card, let me grab everything I already die cut for this. Because I won't lie, this card is putsy. There's a lot to it. And I only did it because she's my niece. She's my only niece on my side of the family. I have one niece and one nephew. They're my brother's children. And so she gets a little extra treatment on her birthday. I've got some donuts already down here. I'm going to put those to the side. And then what do we have to do here? I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did. So this is another die. Here's what I did. So this, I cut this, and I'm going to show you where I cut it, and that will be in the instructions in a PDF when you get it, so that you know exactly what to do, how I did it. So I'm going to grab my trimmer, and then we're going to cut this at 1.5 up here. So I'm going to line, here's one, here's 1.5. So I'm going to line this up and then use my cutting blade. And then I'm going to tell you how I did this. Well, let's go ahead and stamp it. Love you more than, and obviously this is for my girls, so love you more than, and then we're going to do donuts. So let me find that stamp. That's pumpkin. I don't need pumpkin. I need donuts. Okay, here we go. And then love you more than, I have a lot of little stamps here, so I'm kind of searching through them. Love you more than, here we go. So let's put donuts down here. This is, oh, you love Putsy. Yes, I know, my friend Diane, you do love Putsy. I thought of you actually when I was making these cards. I thought of all of you that say online when I'm showing something with a lot of steps, you're like, I love all the detail on it. Because when there's a lot of steps, there's a lot of detail. And that's what makes cards, it does make them extra special, or any of our projects. So, love you more than donuts. Let me go ahead and clean that off. Then let's get the love you more than, let's get this set aside. As I said, there's a lot of parts to this card. Then this is just a strip of petal paint that's probably, well, you don't need it that long. I'm gonna stamp this maybe about 3/4 of an inch from the end of it. It's not exactly centered, but we're gonna be good with it. And then I think we have everything we need to put this card together. So, because I did quite a bit of it ahead of time. Do I have 4 donuts? I might only have 3 because I might have wanted to show you at least one that I'm making. So we'll stamp 1 donut. One more than I have here, and let me grab the donut stamp. I'm trying not to move things around a lot right here because if I do, then I can't find it for the next card. So I need the donut stamp, which I'm not seeing. So I might have, oh yeah, here we go. All right, so let's get a scrap of white paper. And I do put scrap paper in your kits as well. So you don't have to hunt for scrap paper if you get one of my kits in the mail. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp in. These are all stamped in Memento Black, and then I just colored with different colors of blends markers. And I picked my colors according to the Snowy Days paper. It's one of the new DSPs in the new mini catalog. Then let's take, this one we're gonna do in petal pink. So this is dark petal pink. And let's go with light petal pink. I think this is, should be, no, that's dark, here's light. Okay, here we go. So I did that other donut in dark petal pink. I tried to do quite a bit of this ahead of time, just because if you're not like our friend Diane, who loves Putsy, that you can get the gist of it and then you figure out how you want to do yours to either not be so putsy or to be like us and be putsy with it. Then on the outside of the donut, I'm using, I just realized my lights weren't on. What the heck, Jill? Okay, there we go. I think I used light pecan pie. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what we're gonna go with right now. And my dad made donuts. I don't know if you've been with me when I've told you before that my dad was a baker. I mean, we had a small town bakery. At that time we lived in Nebraska. I was very, very young before we moved to Colorado. And I just think of the donut machine in the back of the bakery. Let's go ahead and die cut this. Whenever I think of donuts, I think of my dad's donut machine. Okay, looking for my dies. Grab this one out of here. When die cutting, I usually look for something like on this donut, there's this frosting that kind of comes out to a point. So I'm going to look at my die and see where is there a point that it kind of comes out to. And usually that's going to help you line it up fairly quickly. This one, I think I will tape down. So I've got a piece of Post-it tape here. I just don't want that to move at all. So I need to press that down. And I'll grab the hot plate. There we go. So this card is kind of, well, it's for my niece, but also my dad, so her granddad. I had a lot of memories of my dad making this card. I had a lot of memories of my dad while making this card. He did not make cards, but he did make a lot of donuts. So let's go ahead and get that going. In my very young childhood, and then we moved to Colorado, and then he worked for someone else. But this time he had his own bakery. Okay, let's go ahead and start building our card here. Let's take, just want to make sure this is really creased down. We're going to take a piece of designer paper from the Snowy Days. I love this paper. It's not going to come across on film as really beautiful as it is, but it has these very faint snowflakes, and then it's just so pretty in person. Now, the one I used for, the paper I used for my sample card is also from the same set of papers, but it has more color in it. So if you like a little more color, there's definitely a lot of DSP in that, even in that particular set of DSP. Okay, now let's go ahead and put at the top, let's put this guy here. So we just need some tape. Put this up here. I'm going to just center that between the two sides. There we go. And then, all right, so I'm going to show you this, but I did it ahead of time just because it's very putsy. But I'll show you what I did. So I took that same set of dies. So let me show you. I took this die and then the next biggest one, and I cut them out together. So I cut them out just like this on my die cutting machine. And this is crumb cake cardstock, kind of centered that and then put them through. Then I cut a second one with just this guy. So I had that as a base. So I've got this and then I've got this piece that I just show you. Now the other thing I did, do you know in your stamps when they come, the photopolymer ones, they have two sheets. They have a flimsy one and a little stiffer one, window sheet type. So I just die cut the largest one. I just die cut, I don't know, you probably can't even see that at all, but I die cut the window sheet that comes. I keep these. So I put the flimsier one over my stamps in the stamp case, and then I keep the window sheet ones for just like this. So just the same idea. And all that is from the very same set of dies. So I did not mix up the die sets on this to make it easier and make it affordable if you don't have some of these things and you want to make this card. So now I've got all these pieces. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put my donuts in my tray. Now if this was really how my dad had it, well, his trays weren't white, I was just saying. But if he put them in a box, he would have had a white box. We're gonna go with an artistic version of my dad's. Where are my donuts? Here they are. Of my dad's, what they would look like in the case. So we had a big window case in the front of our bakery. And he always put, you know, pastries out there and fresh bread. I remember it so well. I was really young, but I remember it really well because my mom worked there too, so it was a family thing. All right, let's go ahead. Let's make this quick, and let's just I'm just gonna put a mini glue dot on each of these donuts just to keep this moving. And there we go. And let's go ahead and pull these off. Yes, I have sparkles on my thumb and I didn't get them on the rest of my nails. As I said, I ran out of time. All right, so I'm gonna put this guy down here. I'm gonna not stick it down quite yet because I wanna kind of get these other donuts arranged. And I'm putting them more towards the center than the, let's see, put this one down here. Because the edge is going to be covered up by the frame that we made already. So let's get this guy up here. Oops, I want that probably closer in. Again, I'm not pushing that glue dot down yet. I'm going to get this over here. Put this one on top like so. Okay, for the sake of video, that's good enough. Then this is a little tricky because it's hard to glue window sheets. They don't really like glue very much. But I am going to use liquid glue. It does stay on. You can see that mine stayed on, and that's what I used for it. But I think I also, yeah, I know I did. I reinforced it with mini glue dots on the corners here. So I am gonna stick mini glue dots on the outside corners just because corners need to be reinforced a little bit. And you probably actually could just go with this. You probably wouldn't need the glue. In fact, let's just do that today just to save time. But if you want to, you know, seal down around, you'll want to use glue right on the edge. Now here's my window sheet. I know you probably can't see it. So let me grab a piece of cardstock so you can maybe see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to lay this down and try and match this up on my window sheet. And then before I stick it down, I'm going to just kind of move it just a little bit. There we go. And that'll work for now. We're going to do the same thing for gluing. Let's not do liquid glue on this. I did use liquid glue if you're curious. I did use it on my sample, but I'm just saving time by not doing it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put a little mini glue dot. Let's do it like this so I can actually see what I'm doing. Put it in the very corner. Of course, it wants to stick to my finger. I should be using a tool. I have tools for this. Take your pick tool works really well for this, but sometimes I just want to get it done and I use my fingers. And then you have the risk, obviously, of it sticking to your fingers. So, but that's okay. So this is, as I said, this is Putsy. I think she'll really love her card. I'm really anxious for her to get it. She just called me last night, actually. I didn't tell her it was coming. Oh, that one didn't stick. Let's try another one. She's feeling like she's getting old. I think when you have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, you probably do feel old because she's so busy. All right, let's go ahead and get these all. Okay, so there's our donut box from the bakery. And then let's get it on our card. So we are gonna, all right, before we do that, we do have to have things kind of spaced appropriately so that they look nice on the card. So I'm gonna trim this guy and we're gonna put him, let's see, about there. So let's put this down about 1 inch. And let's do dimensionals on this guy. But I'm hoping that this will brighten her day. I know she'll like it. I'm excited for her to get it. Do you ever spend time making a card that you're really excited, you're extra excited to send it because it is a special occasion and for a special person? That's what this one is. So it was very fun making it, thinking about her. And then I'm gonna just sneak this in here. For this, I'm just gonna use adhesive and we're gonna stick this in here. I'm gonna try and make sure it looks like it's connected to the top one. So we're just gonna go like this. Then we'll get some dimensionals on this. Let's get mini dimensionals for this one. They should be right here. I don't know where they are. So, oh, here they are. Okay, good deal. So we'll go ahead and stick these down like so. Then you could use 3. I usually use at least 2. But again, in order to not keep you here to where you feel like you have to go grab your sleeping bag, I'm going to keep moving with this. Okay, so love you more than donuts. And actually, I want to center that. So the words I'm centering, I realize that the tag, the label isn't centered. But that's okay, because what we're going to do is take the white twine out of the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I'm going to take the white one because, all right, my friends, where did Baker's Twine come from? Yes, bakeries. So my dad had huge spools of white twine that they tied everything together. Cake boxes, pastry boxes, you know, everything. So I remember it so well. They were on just really big spools. So to make a double ball of twine, I'm just using 2 pieces and I'm treating it as 1. So I kind of didn't get them the same length. So I'm just treating it as 1, making my loop, circling around, bringing it back through, grabbing it while trying to keep this from twisting. There we go. Like so. So I wanted it to be double because I wanted, you know, she doesn't know anything about her granddad's bakery business. She knows that he was a baker, but even my brother might not make the connection between the baker's twine. But I know it's there. So as I said, this card's kind of in memory of my dad, and then special for my niece. Let's grab the... So sometimes those cards are worth a little more time and work, right? Then I'm gonna put my bow, I want it to kind of be up here. I don't want it to cover up my greeting. So I probably should have angled, let me angle this a bit more because it's gonna cover up my greeting. So, and then I'm just sticking it on with the mini glue dot. So there is our card. We need some bling on this though. What have I got for bling here? Oh, well, I don't think that's not what I used. I used the shimmery dots out of something that I don't have out here. Let's see if I have, I don't think I have them, but well, oh yes, I don't, but what I do have is, well, I have these, they're really shimmering. Why not? Let's just use these. So these are new. These are called the Drusy, D-R-U-S-Y, adhesive backed embellishments. Drusy adhesive backed embellishments. Now this is not what I used on this one. I used the one in the annual catalog that's about this color, but they're tinier and they're just a little bit different shimmer. But let's go ahead and use these. They're kind of fun. I haven't used these yet. I don't know where my take your pick tool. This is a piercing tool that we used to have. Oh, the other thing I wanted to share with you is this is not pink. My niece Nicole does not love pink. And I know you might be thinking, how can she be your niece and not love pink? And I asked myself the very same question. I don't know. But that's why we've got... Let's see, what else? Maybe 3 is enough. Sometimes less is more. We'll go with that. I don't know. I bought her pink one time before I realized she didn't like pink, a pink sweatshirt or something, and she never wore it. She's not a big pink fan. Her little girl is, her 3-year-old is a huge pink fan. So there's our gift cards. So, I want to show you how to do this. This is a very tight fit. That's why I said make sure your adhesive is on the inside, closest to the score line when we close this, because this is tricky. It's very tight, but it does fit because I put Nicole's gift card in. But I'm pulling this apart, and then I'm just going to get my gift card in there, and I'm going to kind of pull this apart because it's really gets, can you see? I'm going all the way down to where the tape is, but then it does fit. So let me see. Of course, on video, it's probably not going to go in, but it does go in. It's exactly the right size. Let's try and get these ends open a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and get this in, and there. So, oh, there you go. So there's our cute little gift card holder. Isn't it cute? Now, you know, obviously you can use this design and you don't have to make it quite so putsy as we made it today, but there's our second card. I hope you like that. I love cards that are gift card holders and that are easy. Oh, thank you. Yes, Jackie, thank you. Kathy just got in from Ohio. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Yes, you can always watch me on replay after the live because I always post it in the afternoon or evening. I try to get it in the afternoon, but sometimes it has to be evening. Okay, one more really special card. Well, I have 2 cards for you. One special, they're both special, but one is a little more, it's a little more detailed. Again, we're into the detailed cards today, so you like details. You are getting a heartful today. All right, this card is what we're making today. I wanted to do this fun fold for a long time. So look at this. Nothing's better than autumn. So, and it's easy. Look how cute it is, and it's super easy. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. So this, now see this one I scored. I think I'm pretty sure I meant to score the early espresso one, but that's okay. We got her done, so we're good. This is 4 1/4 by 11, which is our normal size for half a sheet of cardstock. And then I'll show you where we scored it. I'm turning away from the microphone to find my card. So this is scored at 2. This is scored at 2. I scored it on the other side. So, oh, we've got a little peppermint here. If you just came on, Julie told us that the peppermints are back in today. I thought they might come in early, so that's good. So 2 and then 3 3/4. And then 7 1/4. Get that out of the way. 7 1/4. And then 9. There we go. And this is Poppy Parade as well. So, and I use Poppy Parade because that's what's in the, now let me think about how I fold this, because that's what's in the DSP. So I think we're going to go like this. Yes, that is right. So it looks like this from the top. These sides don't match up, and that's okay. That's the right measurement. So I am going to crease these. They are really close right here, so I kind of pulled mine just a tiny bit apart to burnish them, like so. And then let's go ahead and burnish these really well. In a fun fold card, I particularly want to make sure my creases are really burnished well. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and do the inside though of this. I'm gonna grab, where are my parts for this card? Hang on. Okay, so here's the outside. And then I don't think I cut, oh yes I did. All right, I'm giving myself credit. Here's the inside of this. This is, I don't know, it's 3 1/4 by 4. 3 1/4 by 4. All right, let's stamp something on the inside. So let's go. Nothing's better than autumn is what I have on the inside of this one. So we'll go with the same. As soon as I find it. There's a lot of stamps here, my friends, because whenever you have a builder set of stamps, there's just a lot of stamps. Nothing's better than, and I can't see where the stamp is. They're all lined up here, but okay, what do we have on the outside? This calls for hot cocoa. So I'm going to do, I know we had Love You More Than for Nicole's card. This drives me crazy. Okay, we're just going to find something. Love You. We're just going to take Love You More Than Autumn. Just to get her done. I think I used Poppy Parade ink on the top greeting. I don't know who this card will go to. Someone special. Love You More Than. And then let's do, I do have a couple of really good friends that would like this card a lot. Love You More Than Autumn. Since on the front we have this calls for hot cocoa. Okay, so there's the inside. I've been trying to keep my stamps all in one place, and that's how I do when I'm stamping on my own. But Facebook Live, I just start throwing things around just to get them out of the way while I move on to the next step, and then I can't find anything. All right, that's okay. You can just get the basis of how to make this card, and then you can put anything you want on the inside. So that's our insides. We've got that done. Now, let's go ahead actually and build the front of this card. Or can we? Yeah, it's not going to be that easy to do it. So let's do it first, rather. So this piece is, I don't know. I don't have, do I have these written down? 3.5 by 3 3/4. And then this is a cute side too. This is the, did I tell you? Yeah, this is the snowy days paper. I used all the same DSP, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then we need a ribbon around this. Here's one I held on to. I took it off of something. I don't know what, but we're going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and go around this card, and I'm going to tie it. Let's see. I want it tied over here. So let's go with this. I like to pull my ribbon like this, like up and down in front of me, and then I pull it perpendicular to my, does that make sense? Well, let's do it like this actually. Same idea, only I'm gonna put the top over from the right side instead of the left side. Then I'm squaring it up and down, and then pulling it through like so. Darn it. I can tie bows really easy until I get on Facebook. Okay, we're just gonna make this work, and if it isn't the most perfect bow, we're okay with that. I'm trying to grab through my loop, and I'm not grabbing. There we go. Finally, gosh, that was a pain. It's not, as I said, this is not going to be the most beautiful bow I've ever made, but we're going to scurry on through this so we get this made. We're going to just call that good, everyone. I don't think the person that gets this is going to care or even notice. So we've got a bow, and we're going to say that's good. Now this is going to open like, oh, well, good thing I opened that. This is going to open like this. Now I could put it on either side. I could put it on that side, or I can put it on this side. Let's actually get some stability on this by putting it on our base first. So this black piece of basic black is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So it's a quarter of a card base, and I am going to put glue on this because I really want it to hold. So we're gonna go like so. And I'm gonna line this up right at the top, and I'm looking left to right to make sure my margins are about the same on the left and on the right, like so. That looks pretty good. We're gonna go with that. Push that down. Now I'm gonna actually glue this to the right, but you could do it to either side. So I'm going to use glue again, and I'm going to not get close to the edge. And so this is going to square up here. It's going to have about 1/8 of an inch around the whole thing, like so. Get that squared up. Okay. Now, the hot cocoa, and I had quite a bit of this done, and I don't see it in my envelope. Well, here we go. We've got that. We should have had should have had more. We're going to just make this simpler today, and we need this panel. This is from the same set of dies we've been using for most of these cards, the Nested Essentials. So we need to cut that. It's the same one we used for the donut card. think it's the biggest one. Let me check. Yep, it is. All right, so let's go ahead and die cut that. And you know, you can get the gist of it, so that's usually all you need as long as you have the photos. So let's go ahead and die cut this guy. I do use these dies a lot. So if you're looking for some variety other than your circles for your labels and backgrounds on your cards, you might take a look at this set. Again, it's called Nested Essentials, so you want to look that up online. And don't forget, today is free shipping if you order $75 or more. And if you do, you'll also get this class this week. So it's a perfect day to order. So don't wait or you won't get the free shipping. If you're going to order, pull out your wish list and get your order in. Okay, let's go ahead and finish the front of this card. This calls for, and then donuts. So let's go. No, hot cocoa. What am I thinking? We already had donuts. We're going to have hot cocoa. Same colors of ink. I'm actually going to stamp my hot cocoa first in pecan pie, and then I'll center my other greeting over it, and then I can see how to get them lined up. So this calls for hot cocoa. There we go. That's pecan pie. Jackie, I'm happy you liked my card and my gift card holder. I've been actually looking. We used to have, if you know this, you know that we used to have a long, narrow punch that was rounded at each end, and you could just punch 2 of those in the middle of the card like we just made, and you'd have a room for a gift card holder. So I'm so happy to know how well it works to use that die. And to be honest, I don't use those long, narrow dies as much. The bigger ones I use for backgrounds. This calls for hot cocoa. But the small one I haven't used very much at all. So I was kind of glad to find another way to use that. All right, so now we've got this. Let's go ahead and we're going to just put 1 on this card. My sample has 2, and I've already made these, so I'm just going to go ahead with this one because you saw how to make it. So these are just more details of the same stamp set, same dies, etc. I will finish this later because I'll be giving this away. And I'll put this one on later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and get this guy finished up. And you could just put 1. If you're making multiples of these and you don't have quite the time to put 2 of the cups on. Now I'm going to slant it like this because I want to sneak on my other cup when I get that done. But let's go ahead and just, I guess I could do it. All right, let's do it because I've got the heart and the ginger done, the cinnamon sticks, so let's just go for it. All right, let's grab some paper, scrap paper, and we'll do 1 more cup in Memento Black and the same. So we're doing the whipped cream, and I'm going to have them go through this way. So here's the whipped cream, and then let's get the cup. Here's the cup. All right, let's go ahead. We'll die cut those, and it won't take very long actually because I have everything else done for that card. So all we really have to do is die cut it and put it together, and then we have both of our cute little darling cups. All right, so let's get back here. I'll grab the dies for this. just get it finished up like it's supposed to be, and then it's completed and it's ready to send. But again, you could just do, if you don't like to be putsy, then you might want to just do one cup and whipped cream. And you could even actually just stamp it right on the label that we just die cut, and you wouldn't have to do all the die cutting. These are very detailed cards today, so if you're a beginning stamper, don't get overwhelmed. You can make these simpler. This doesn't. Do you ever try and line up your dies and then when you move your hand away, you move it? So annoying. Okay, I'm gonna not put tape just to save the time. Okay, only I have to find my other die cutting plate. All right, so we're just gonna try not to move this. Push it through. Whoops, whoops. I want to slip. There we go. I don't know. I am pretty bad, you guys, about needing to finish something. I just like projects to be complete before I move on. Are you like that? Or do you like, nah, I'm good. I can let it go and come back to it later. Like my upline, she does this all the time. She just stamps a bunch of images and colors them and just leaves them and works, you know, just makes things like that. I can't do it. I have to finish my card, which is why we're finishing this one, even though you probably could have figured out how to finish it on your own. This is Poppy Parade Dark. So I'm not looking at your comments, but I will. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'd love for you to make a comment too. I always come back and check my comments. So, let's see, where's our, here's these guys, but where the heck is the, where's our label that we just did? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Speaking of trying to get it, here we go, gosh. Okay, let's finish this guy up. So, this little guy goes, well, let's do this. I just kind of sneaked him in a little bit under that guy, so let me grab, those are mini dimensionals, we don't want those. Let's get the bigger ones here. Just gonna do one, save some time, and I'm gonna go in like so. Anyway, it's sometimes, well, this has to come down further or I can't get my whipped cream on. There we go. Now I can get it on. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I just can't let it go. I have to finish what I'm doing. All right, let's go. These are already on glue dots, so we can just go ahead and put on our sweet little heart. And then these are cinnamon sticks. So I'm gonna put one maybe going like this and then one like this. I already colored these with pecan pie. And then what I did, let's go ahead and stick them on here. Stick this on here. So that didn't take too much extra time. That's already gonna be a long video, I know that. So it won't hurt my feelings if you need to come back and watch it later and finish it up. But I wanted to do all my projects in one video. I did think about splitting it up, but I have an in-person class tomorrow, the reindeer class that some of you are pre-ordered that you're getting in the mail this week. They're coming, I have people coming in person to do it tomorrow, so it's especially hectic and I didn't think I'd have time to make 2 videos. So here we are with a long video. All right, let's go ahead and get some little peppermints. So what I did with the peppermints is I just kind of covered up the bottom of these cinnamon sticks like this. I think I need a bigger one though. Let's take a bigger one right there. So there's peppermints. And then I think we're good. I think that's done. So that card that's our third one, and that's our fun fold that goes like this. All right, let's go to our very last card. The last card is simple. It's a regular card fold, but it's one of my favorites. So we're gonna grab basic white thick. This is just 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4, just like normal. Then we're gonna grab some designer paper from the same set of the Snowy Days. It's called Snowy Days designer series paper. Isn't this cute with the little orange or pumpkin pie and petal pink trees? I thought, no, that's cute. That's pretty cute. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and stick down a panel of pumpkin pie that is 3 by 3 3/4. I think that looks more like 4, doesn't it? That's probably 4, but I think it was supposed to be 3 3/4. But we're gonna go with 4 today. But I think I like it better with a little bit more narrow here. But you might like it this way. Then I took. This is from the Spotlight on Nature dies. So that is a set of many, many circle dies. Let's put this together first. I've got my little pumpkin here and my little leaves here. But so I need a pie. So, oh, wait a minute. You know what I did for this? No, I didn't do the die. I didn't do that pumpkin pie yet, so we'll do that together. But let me go ahead. Actually, I did die cut this, so all I had to do was stamp the cup. So let me grab the stamp. We'll do that first, and then this card is going to be put together in no time. It's very, very quick. So I'm going to grab this, like this, Living Dangerously. Hopefully I got that. Not too bad. Probably better if I had. If you're trying to die cut first and then stamp to save a little time, because you can die cut two of these at once if you just die cut them, and that saves some time. Then let me grab my whipped cream. And now this is much easier to line up because I can see it. So then just put it on a darker cardstock so you can see how to do it. Okay, so there we go for those guys. So that's done. Then we need, let's get these out of here and not lose them. We need a pie. So I'm gonna grab the pie stamp and let's go ahead and stamp this. This is just a scrap. We used to have a set of tag dies, which I actually really, really miss. I used them so much. I just really, really like them. And then we're gonna grab our pumpkin pie buns and we're gonna color quickly. Maybe not beautifully, but we're gonna color it anyway. And then for the crust, I think I used crumb cake. Didn't really think about that. So just now, that's kind of funny. Crumb cake light, I think. It's not exactly the color of crust, but pecan pie was too dark. It made it look like the crust was burned. Okay. Anyway, not my best coloring job, but you get the idea. So now I'm going to grab, actually, I'm just going to cut, there's a die for this, but I'm just going to cut it by hand. So I don't have to get out the machine again. Remember, you can, if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can cut around your images like this fairly easily. A die cutting machine makes it really easy. But you don't have to have one starting out. Okay, so there we go. Let's go to our pie. All right, my friends, we are ready to rock and roll. I think I did put some sprinkles on this guy because it's the pumpkin latte. I really love this card. I don't know what it is about it. It looks really fresh to me. I don't know whether it's the pumpkin pie and the white or the, you know, mixed with the petal pink trees. But I really love this card. I'll probably be making more of this card because it's pretty fast and pretty easy. All right, let's go ahead and my cup I do want to color. I'm going to use one of those dark blends that we use for the donuts. And I'm going to color that on the inside of this guy. Again, if you're looking for these darker blends online, you just want to put in the search, you want to put in dark skin tones or something like that. Or I'm sorry, I don't have it at the tip of my hand, at the tip of my fingers, but that's what I ended up doing to find them for you. But now I don't have my PDF in front of me, so I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, we need to do more than I thought, so we need to actually get the greeting strip. So well, if you've been with me this long, you're probably going to stick with me a little bit longer. So I'm going to grab my trimmer and we're going to make 2 skinny strips. One is going to be like, let's see if I can get this over. This is going to be like 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to come up, well, actually I'm going to go up to my 1/2 inch line and then come, okay, so here's 1/2 inch and I'm going to come to just 1/16 narrower than that. So that's, and then try not to move it. So there's that strip, and then we need a pumpkin pie strip. So let me grab that. Pumpkin pie. And then this one, I'm pretty sure this is 1/2 inch for this one. Grab it, because I think when I was writing the tutorial last night, I remembered that that's 1/2 inch and the other one's just a little bit smaller. So now for this one, we're going to do You Had Me at Pumpkin. This is also a special card because, just looking for the You Had Me at Pumpkin. My Uncle Jim, who lives in Kansas City, I've talked to you about him before, if you remember. He loves pumpkin pie. So every time we go to see him, no matter what time of year it is, we take him a pumpkin pie from our local bakery. I want a little room to stick in under the rest of my greeting, and then let's do You Had Me at, I had it, didn't I? Oh, jeez. Pumpkin. Now I'm using Memento, and make sure when you're stamping on colored cardstock with Memento, you want to make really sure you've inked it well, and then hold it down for just a couple of seconds extra to make sure you get a really good clear image on it. So let's put the rest of this together and we are ready for this cute little card. So we're going to lift this guy up. This looks like a pie plate. That's one of the reasons, well, I think it does. So that's kind of why I used it, to get, you know, kind of that idea of a pie plate. And how many of us at Thanksgiving have had pumpkin pie on a white paper plate? I'm going to kind of put this a little bit to the left because we have a lot to put on it. Then let's go ahead and grab our cup here. And I just thought the colors of this turned out so pretty. The dark brown and the pumpkin and the white with that little hint of petal pink in the paper. I don't know why, it just made me smile. Okay, we're going to stick, oh, we need to do something first before we do that. So these leaves are also part of this set. Now, you can peel, this part comes out, but I'm kind of keeping them together. So just to give a little bit more of an impact. But I'm looking for my mini glue dots, which, you know, I've had them, so we know they're here. And how can they disappear? They're not that little to disappear. Looking, 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 looking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I should have about 3 mini glue dots out here when I'm doing a video because I don't know why they disappear. Well, we're going to just, there is a glue dot on here, so I'm going to, well, I'm kind of scanning the area. I'm going to go ahead and try and get this on our cup. So this is going to go, well, here, let's do this. We'll just stick on, oh, there's one that was on the, we'll use that one. So let's stick these together first. Like so. I'm kind of putting the stems together. And then no idea where my mini glue dots are. You guys, I don't know. I don't know how that happens. How can you lose things that you just had 2 seconds ago? Putting just some adhesive on the back. Oh, that's the wrong side. One on the other side. Mini glue dots would have made this easier. Oh, I just saw them. I found them. Yay. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this like down here. Kind of on the corner. And then my cup. Got to have bling. Got to have some bling on your cards. If you don't like bling, I'm probably not your girl. Let's go ahead and, oh, he's crooked. Let's straighten that around a little bit. There we go, that's better. And then our whipped cream. That is, what is that you're asking? That is peach pie glimmer paper from the 2024-2026 in color glimmer paper. And my friends, that's how you have to put it in the search to find it. You have to put the 2024 and 2026. 2024/2026 in color glimmer paper. Sometimes less is more on the searches. Okay, we're going to shorten this up to this length. I'm just going to wing this, and I'll have a definite size on your, I'm going to trim this just a touch on the instructions. Okay, and then we're going to do kind of the same thing here. Just going to line that up with the, how's that for just winging it? All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys on. I'm going to put some mini dimensionals on this one because he's pretty narrow. One on that end and one over here where I'm going to put it in, and then this one, we'll put the full-size dimensionals on this one. Hopefully I'm in the picture. I'm trying to get this done, so I'm not even looking at what you're trying to tell me. If you're still with me, you're like, well, I'm kind of trying to stay with you, but I might be falling asleep depending on what time of day you're watching. If you're live with me, bless your hearts for sticking in there for these detailed projects. All right, let's go. We're going to put our pie kind of, we want him on our plate at least. So we're going to go there with our pie. So this guy is going to stick in. Uh-oh. What's going on? I want that has to be shorter. I had it in there perfectly. I think my dimensional is getting in the way, so I'm just going to move that quickly. And then I think it'll stick in a little better. Yeah, this end. This one, let's shorten that a touch. You know, this doesn't have to be precise. This is just getting on our greeting. So there's our greeting. No, where's like you had me at? Oh, for Pete's sakes. my gosh, where is heavens? Oh, heavens to Betsy. I have no idea. Let's get the pumpkin on. And then let's get our pie on. If you see it, shout it out in the comments. This is not it. That's what we cut off. Oh, it's on my sleeve. Let's put this on before we put our... Oh, I know why. This needs to go down farther. So let's go. There we go. That's better. And then this guy, go here. Okay. There we go with our greeting. Now our pie. And I'm just going to put the dimensional down here. We'll put a little bling. Oh, we need a little more twine. There's our pie. So cute. Isn't it just so cute? The little pumpkin pie and the little pumpkin. Yes, they're small. If you don't love handling small stamps and dies, then this might not be your favorite set ever. But, and I don't know where the white twine is. Of course, everything gets lost in this huge, oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. We're just going to make a little bow here. Same twine we used for the donut card. Pull this through. Well, this time just single. I don't want this to get too much in the way. I just want the texture of the twine without it getting too much in the way. And here are our mini glue dots. I found them. And we'll stick it on our bow. Martha, oh good, Martha, I'm glad you made it. Well, I've been here quite a while, so a lot of detail on the cards today. All right, and then let's put some bling on this. These are the neutral, what are they called? The neutral, I have the package here. Neutral adhesive back sequins. I don't really see my package, but I know that's what they're called, so you should be able to find it just looking that up. These are in the annual catalog, so if you have an annual catalog, you'll be good to go. But I thought these dark brown ones, is that dark brown? Yeah, I guess it is. The dark brown ones look so pretty with the dark brown blends. I just rediscovered my skin tone blends in my cabinet, and I haven't had them out, and I thought these work really well for not just skin tones. And I'm going to put 3 on it. In my sample card, I put 5 on, and I didn't really, I thought it was maybe too much. I kind of like this one. You had me at pumpkin. This is for my uncle. So all the cards today, I have a special, kind of art special. Well, I try to make all my cards special, but these are for some special people. I should say that. So here's our donut card, and here's our hot cocoa holder. If I'm getting those all on the screen, maybe, maybe not. Anyway, here's our gift card holder, if you remember it. If you are just joining and you didn't see it yet, you can go back and watch the replay. Okay, my friends, you can get the card, you can get the kit for all these cards. The DSP will be cut, the cards will be scored. You'll get everything die cut that isn't part of the bundle. Everything that's part of the bundle, you'll need your own stamps and dies for. But thank you for staying with me. Thank you, Kathy. I'm happy you like it. Julie, thank you. I'm going to pull myself up here so I can talk to you and see you. Thanks so much for, here, let me get this tight, for sticking with me today and being, just keeping me company while I make these cards. I hope you've gotten some inspiration. If you don't have this set of dies and stamps, you can use the ideas, the gift card holder idea. You can use the gift card holder, the fancy fold the cocoa holder or just the pumpkin card if you have people in your life that like pumpkin. Sorry, I'm getting so close to the camera. I'm trying to keep it from scooting down. Thanks again, everybody. I hope you'll join me next week for my next video. And thanks again for being so sweet and supporting me. Bye-bye. See you next time. Can't find the click it off. Here we go.